Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be giving you my pre-match thoughts ahead of Queen of the South versus Stenhousemuir. This is the first leg of the Scottish Championship playoffs. So I know I said in my post-match thoughts from the game against Montrose that I wouldn't be doing pre-match thoughts, but I thought it'd be right to do pre-match thoughts just to let everyone know the occasion's big. It's only the first leg, there's still two legs, but obviously it's the first leg, so we need to make sure we're not going in getting battered like what we were last year. We were losing by 2 goals and we have to go away. Whereas now we're away from home, we can settle for a wee sneaky 1-0 or just even get a 1 each or just something like that. As long as we avoid defeat, I'm alright with that. So I'm just going to be giving you a little bit of information about the last time we played each other, some standout players, and just, about our 2 seasons overall. So we have played each other 4 times, obviously, in the league season. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to play every team 4 times. So our 4 games Queen of the South was with a 0-0 draw at home, a 1-1 draw away from home. We beat them 2-0 at home, and we had a 1-1 draw with them away. So for 3 draws and a win, we've not got beat, which is good. But obviously, because going into the playoffs, we've only beat the team once that we're playing. So now I'm not trying to say on Tuesday night it's got to be a win. I'm not saying it has to be a win. I'm just saying as long as we can avoid defeat, that's the most important thing. Because if we go into that game, then within 20 minutes you're 2-0 down, and then within 45 it's 3-0. Then the second half, you start to pull it back. But you don't want to be in that situation, even if you're 1 goal down, because then it just puts more pressure on you for the game on the Saturday. So, got to make sure that we're not in the position where we're losing going into the second leg. Even though we're at home, it's important that we don't lose. As I said, a draw's fine, as long as we can avoid defeat. Obviously it's second against third, so we can't just assume that we're going to go down there and walk the floor with them, because you're not going to go to any team in League One from this season, and we didn't really play against a team we wiped the floor. We wiped the floor with maybe 1 or 2. We beat lots of teams, but we didn't absolutely smash everybody. We smashed a team. We smashed East 5 5-0 at home, but that was really our big result. We beat Hamilton at home as well 3-0. We've not had too many thrashings. We've been thrashed 3-0 in the league season, but that was just against Montrose away, the first time we played them away in the season. So we don't worry about big wins and big defeats for teams. We need to look at the game based on our recent matches. So the 2 league games, obviously, as I said, that we had away against them, down in Dumfries, they were both 1-0 draws. I was at one of them. We scored first, I think, and we were in control in the first half. We didn't really let Queens get near us, but the second half went on, the Queens equalised, and then they came into the game, and they argued they could have won it at the end, but although we could argue we won at the end of that game as well. So that was kind of in the last game. The game before that, when we beat them 2-0 at Oakview, I thought that was a good performance from us that day. We took the lead in the first half, I'm sure. And then I think we were still playing really well in the game. We hadn't scored, but then we did get the goal. Then the second half, playing some nice stuff. And then we finally get the second goal that kills the game. And then the 1-0 draw we had away with them the first time. I wasn't at the game, so I couldn't tell you how it went. But I know they scored first and then we brought it back. So that's all I know. And then the very first time we played each other this season, it was a 0-0 draw back at Oakview. I think it was quite an end-to-end game. It was just one of them games where, both teams had quality, but none of them could actually get past each other. So maybe, you argue in some of these games, a draw's been fair. Obviously, the 2-0 win for us at Oakview was fair. So I'm happy about that. I mean, at least when we're going into this game, we've actually not tasted defeat against them this season. I hope I'm not speaking too soon, but what I'm wanting on Tuesday is to just make sure we don't get beat. I'm not really minding a draw, but a win would be really nice. 1 or 2-0 would be perfect, but I'm not going to start just saying that, oh, it's got to be a win, because it doesn't need to be a win. Just make sure it doesn't get beat, as I've said. So some standout players to mention, players that have had good campaigns. The Queen of the South goalkeeper, I think it's Ross Stewart his name is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Apologies if I am wrong. He's been a really good keeper for Queen of the South this season. I'm not too sure how many clean sheets he's had, but he's a very good goalkeeper. And if obviously they don't go up, I could see a championship team maybe approaching him. But anyway. Mikey Hewitt, the right back. I've always thought he's been a bit of a diver, but when he's not at his diving tricks, he is not a bad player. He gets up and down very good. His delivery into the box is quite good, and he can chip in with a few goals, which is good for them, obviously. So no, we need to be careful, especially with the players I've named that are close to the back. Reece Lyon in midfield. He's a good player, you know. He drops in deep, gets the ball, he turns and he uses his energy to run forward. But he's a fantastic football player. You know, he gets into the box well. He's about 6'1", 6'2", so every time they get a corner, he's up. A free kick as well, he can win the header. And then obviously in midfield, he just controls the game. You know, he passes it well. He knows if there's a man on without even getting a shout, probably, because he just looks over the shoulder before he gets the ball, as you should. But you know, he's a good player. Kai Kennedy, playing on the left wing. He's a very good player. He's very, very skillful. It looks like he's hard to play against because Ross Meakin, our right back, the last few times, obviously, he's not struggled, but he's maybe not had the best of games against Kai Kennedy. But it's because he's quick and he's good at cutting in on that right foot. He's got a good right foot when he decides to use it. He's not really done too much against us this season, but obviously he has had his moments where he can be good. And finally, the final player that I think could maybe cause a bit of problems would be 28, Curtis Guthrie, their striker. He's about 6'4", he's a tall lad. He's not got many goals. I think he's only maybe got 7 or 8. It's not too bad, but obviously you'd maybe expect a striker to score a bit more. But as long as he's been scoring more than 5 goals, that's really all you want. And as long as your team's winning games, it doesn't matter how many goals players are scoring, as long as you're winning games and up in the right position of the table. So yeah, he's a big guy. He scored against us the last time. Scored from a header. Buchanan and Jameson, you know, they're probably both about the same height as him, but he's just good in the air, this Guthrie, so he's a hard player to play against. So if the ball's in the air, make sure we're up to win it. So now it's time to move on to us. So Darren Jameson in goals, really good keeper, makes a lot of great saves. Fantastic. He's hard to beat, especially from the penalty spot. Not a lot of people score penalties against him. For all I can remember, I've only maybe seen a team score 2 penalties this season against him, I think. Greg Buchanan. Now, not really for greatness. You know, I think he's good, but if he works on his passing a wee bit, he works on the long ball, he tries to do a lot, which I don't really like because it ends up going off the park. He's not the best passer in the world, but he's experienced, he just knows what to do. So when he's not playing, I think we miss him a bit. So next up is Ross Meakin, our right back, very, very experienced player. He was at the club for about 5 years and then he left and he came back again in 2023. He's been with us ever since. Great player, great experience. Gets up and down really quick and encourages the young players. He's a very good leader as well. Number 17, Mikey Anderson. Midfield. Goes box to box sometimes. He drops in deep to get the ball. He's got great energy in the midfield. He doesn't give up. He makes sure he wins the 50-50. He tries to get back if he loses the ball. He's very good with the ball. He makes good use with it as well. 22, Ollie White. Very good player. On loan from Motherwell. Great energy. Makes a lot of good runs with the ball. And he makes runs to get on the ball. But what I mean is, the best thing he's good at, the thing that he's best at is probably running forward with the ball and into the space. And I think it's rewarded him with a few goals. He scored on Saturday, so I think he's up to about 6 goals now. I'm not too sure. I think it's about 6, because he didn't get one for a while, but now he's got one again. So hopefully that can give him a boost for Tuesday night and then the Saturday. Ewan O'Reilly, left wing, great pace, chips in with goals, gets assists, helps the team very well. Ross Taylor, quick as well. He's probably quicker than O'Reilly. He's got something like 12 goals this season, maybe even more. He can get the assists as well, and if you're needing a chance to be created, he can create that chance for you. Now, I would say the full team, it's just hard to say. I mean, the full team's to look out for Stenny, obviously, but obviously I can only pick out so many players, but if I could pick everyone, I would pick everyone. And same with Queen of the South, you know, I really don't think they're a bad side at all. Also, I'm still going to back my team over them, but I'm not going to sit and say they're a bad side, because there's no, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to say that, because they're in the playoffs. I can't sit and say, they're really bad. They're in the playoffs. Like, nobody can call us bad. We're in the playoffs. If you go up, you can't call us bad. Like, you genuinely can't, because could be going up a league and we're in the playoffs for promotion, so you can't say any of the teams are bad. You can't say Alloa's bad either, or Airdrie, because they were in a level higher. I mean, Alloa finished 4th, but they're still in the playoffs, and Airdrie's in the championship in the relegation playoffs, but they're in a level higher against better teams, so they've done all they could, and it looks like it's playoffs for them, so they've got to win it to stay in the championship, like they did last year. So exactly, none of these teams can be ruled out. It's going to be tough games for whoever it is we get after, if we beat Queen of the South or not. Likewise for Queen of the South if they beat us. But I'm looking forward to the game anyway on Tuesday, and we get the one on Saturday as well. So the final thing I'm going to talk about is just what we're going to probably need to do to get the win. The basics have to be right. We've got to start the game well, you know, none of this. We follow the game, lose an early goal and don't bounce back. You know, that's the worst thing that could happen in a playoff first leg away from home. As I say, the passing has to be good. We're defending, because there was an issue on Saturday. The ball's coming over and the players are ball watching and they don't know when to go for it, and it's just they're waiting for it to come down. It's like you need to go and win it, because Montrose seemed up for their work against the first balls and the second balls. We need to stop leaving so much space on all areas of the pitch, close the ball down quicker, clear the ball better, win the first and second ball, create the chances, put the ball in the back of the net, be as clinical in front of goal as we can, and make sure we don't lose any goals. But if we do lose one, make sure we score. So don't lose an early goal, don't lose a late goal. Make sure we can score an early goal and score a late goal. But anyway, we're going to have to see for Tuesday anyway. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share my channel to people that don't know my channel but might think will be interested in it. I want to say thank you for the support recently. I think I've went up by more subscribers even from yesterday. Must have been about 2 or 3. So I really appreciate all the support. Keep watching my videos and just keep commenting on them, because it helps me make more videos for you guys. I wasn't going to make pre-match thoughts, but because, you know, the videos are getting more popular and more subscribers coming in, more views and likes and all that, I thought it'd be a good idea, because you guys will be interested in that. And then tomorrow I'll probably make a video just discussing all the playoff games and predicting them as well. We'll do it for leg 2 as well. So I think that'll be something interesting that we can do. So that's my pre-match thoughts from Queen of the South against Stenhousemuir in the championship playoffs. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I say, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share my channel to people that don't know it but might think will be interested in it. Thanks for the support. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers and goodbye for now.